Hello everyone, here's a thought. If there is a crime and you saw it, or you saw someone get injured or ill, what's your first reaction? Now, you sitting at home might say, you should get help. But when we seem to be in a crowd, we seem to have this mindset that someone should call the police, someone should get help. You know what? This is something I learned from having a Jack Russell. Let's not be the someone should get help people. Let's be the I'm going to get help and I'm going to do it people. My dog, when he saw that I was injured, didn't say, well, someone should help Mum, you know. He went, Mum, how can I help? Hold my lead, I'm going to pull you. Keep in mind, he was tiny. When he really couldn't do it, he would run and then he would get help, knowing he couldn't do anything for me. That's it. But he didn't just sit there and say, well, someone will get help. Let's go. Someone will get help eventually. No, he did something. He didn't say, someone's going to get help. I guess I'll be all right. I'll just stand here and watch. No, he actually took the matter into his own paws. I twisted my ankle many times. I've fallen over many times. I've injured myself many times. I've fallen down the stairs many times. And he would get help. If he couldn't move me and he felt he had to stay with me, he would stay and bark. If he was in the street, he would give me the face like, stay here, I will return. Then he would get help. Sometimes, though, he would bring people who were on crutches, walkers, and goodness knows what else. And that's when I was like, listen, appreciate your motivation. But honey, I can't have this person help me. I had to just try and hobble myself home, and that's when it occurred to me. I was thinking all the way back to times like this when I was like, he missed his opportunity during his youth, especially, to be a service dog because he didn't think twice. I didn't train him to do this. He stopped. He didn't even think about it. He was like, you stay here. I'm gonna get help. I fall down the stairs and I nearly smacked my head. Yo, pack leader, guess what? Come quick. She's twisted her ankle. She can't move. She can't get up. She's busted her knee. Quick, come. I can't leave her. I've tried getting her up. Come quick, I'm going to bark until you come. You know, that's the mindset we need to have. Assuming that you're not going to also die from the situation. If you can get help, if you can help that person, do it. My cat was a lump. And you know what he had, which I never even thought he would have, is a fire escape plan. When there were all of us together, this is what used to happen. He would get me because I'm the nearest. Then he would leave his sister and the dog because Sylvie would look after Jack. Then, after, he would come downstairs to where people were because I'm a bit of a hermit. I kind of like being by myself. So he'd go downstairs and get everyone together based on how weak they were. People like my brother, guess what? He would leave them because they could run. Sylvie could run by herself and she was looking after Jack. That was fine. But ones like maybe my nan and my mum, you know, they needed a bit more support. So he'd get my mum first. Then he'd turn around and he'd get my nan. Then in his plan, we should all run out the door. But 9 times out of 10, when he thought the house was on fire, it was probably just the ironing. So it turned out that the person responsible was my nan, probably ironing the clothes. He'd freaked out and he's like, oh, there's no reason. Okay, everyone back to normal. Battle stations, all that jazz. He learned this, and if animals can do it, they're supposed to run by instinct. Instinct, to me, means save yourself. Bonjo is the laziest cat I've ever come across, and yet he was still like, if we're in a fire, I'm going to take charge, and I'm going to get everybody out. The only time he's not like that is when something scares him, like he knew how to deal with bugs, right? When that happened, everybody froze, everybody listened, and everybody did as they were told. Then everybody went outside and we'd call for help from the person who owns either a bug spray or a swatter, or just could very kindly get it out the window, you know? But anyway, let me know what you think. Are you the kind of person who would call for help? Think about it carefully. Or are you the kind of person in reality who would actually stand and stare? Would you follow the crowd? Or are you going to step back and go, this person is injured, this person needs help? Are you going to say someone needs to get help? Or are you going to say I'm going to get help? Let me know. If you're still here, you're handsome and you're beautiful and well, I'm speechless. I'll let you know next time I see you. Over to the pets.
Hello all, this is Sylvie. If you liked what you saw, then subscribe for more.
Hey everyone, my name's Bonjo. If you enjoyed yourself, then give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends. Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and if you had fun, then comment down below and let my mum know what's the most dangerous thing you've ever done.